I wanted to show you the Kiesel Holdsworth Fatboy, the HF2. They did a limited run for 2024 and brought this back for some ordering this year. I thought it was really cool. They brought back one of the old school original Allan Holdsworth models that they did in the Carvin days. I can't remember when they discontinued it. Early 2010s, somewhere in there. Maybe earlier than that, not sure, but when Allan switched to his headless model, they discontinued this one, and I thought it was really cool that they decided to do kind of a throwback 2024 limited release run. Let people order these in configurations that might not have been available back then. Obviously, all the new specs that weren't available into the 90s Fatboys and stuff like that, the standard carbon fiber rods and stuff like that. I think they were doing steel rods back then. I can't remember specifically. But yeah, this is the one that I ordered. Came in, I think took a little over 3 months, 3-4 months to come in. Ordered a flame maple top, purple to pink, fade there. Turned out really cool. That was a cool touch. We did black limba body, black limba neck, gorgeous piece of black limba there. Then standard comes with a birch back, and we did the purple backing here to kind of create a black limba sandwich here, which I really dig. It's kind of cool. He allowed people to do the back color there. But yeah, as you can hear, this is it's kind of a hollowed out body. The Fatboy is the thickness. I was really surprised by the thickness. I'd seen pictures of these, for years. I never played one, but yeah, all hollowed out in here. I think there's 2 tone bars that come through here that hold all your mounting hardware and everything like that. But everything else is hollowed out. There's a good video out there that I think Mark Kiesel shows what they did here. But yeah, standard with the Holdsworth pickups. These are unpotted Alnico 5s, very open, articulate sounding. Probably some of the more clear pickups that I think you can get from Kiesel. I really dig them. I never played them before until I got this model, but I really like them. I was usually a fan of their berylliums. So I tend to, like their more vintage style, but these, I think the berylliums are Alnico 2s. These are definitely a lot more, have a little bit more openness, articulation to them. I kind of dig them. Again, unpotted. So if you hit with your pick here, you might get some noises, or if you have a really loud stage, some feedback issues there. But volume tone, no push pull here, basic. I did have them do the upper toggle, which someone did as an option at one point, so I'm glad they allowed that. So it's kind of my go-to for that. Rosewood board, no inlays. Standard comes with 20-inch radius. This is one of my first 20-inch radius boards from there, so I really like the flat sounding feeling radiuses. So if that's kind of your jam, you'll dig the 20-inch radius that comes standard with this. I did stainless regular frets, medium jumbos are standard on that, and I think the difference is there's a little lower in height, a little less width. I'm kind of weird, and I like to feel the fingerboard below me, and anything the lower fret you can get, the better for me, which is kind of weird how I've regressed over the years for that. Also standard on this is Kiesel's thicker neck profile, which that's the way Allan spec'd it back in the day. So I think all Carvin Kiesels, their standard thickness at the first fret is about 0.787, and if you order the thicker option, that adds 0.030 thickness. Same with a thin. If you order a thin, it's subtract 0.030. So in this case, it comes standard with single thick. I added another thickness, so adding 0.060 thickness to that, and I'll have the measurements later in the video that I'll take with the calipers. It's still not chunky by any means. If you're used to like Ibanez Wizard necks or their standard necks, it would feel kind of chunky, but compared to like Gibson, R7s or any like an Esquire, not even close to that. I think I measured it was like 0.828, something like that at the first, and then it was 0.936 at the 12th. Really comfortable for me, but as you add the thicknesses to it, it kind of creates more of a D-shaped profile rather than the standard Kiesel C. It adds a little bit more shoulders, and so some people may not like that. But just to know, it's an option that you can go order thinner or thicker. just some of those aren't returnable, anything like that. I'm not sure if you can still order this. It was a limited run, but maybe some people are still getting, some stragglers are still getting their orders. It's a really cool model that Allan had played for years. Very lively sounding. I was really surprised, picked it up, just how acoustically vibrant it is in the room. Doesn't have kind of some of the subtle, subdued thud that you get from most solid bodies. There's a lot of just a really cool tone, really articulate. Really digging it. I'm surprised. So I want to make a video and show some people out there. If you ever come across a used used one on the market, they're great guitars. And yeah, check one out. We'll do a little noodling, playing sound demo if you want to call it. I can't play. Go watch Allan Holdsworth if you want to see real people play. There's also some other YouTubers that will do it justice, but just a quick tone demo and then showing some of the specs, the control cavities, and noodling around a little bit. But I want to put a video out there. Like I said earlier, this comes with the Holdsworth pickups. Got 892 for the bridge. We got 6.85, 6.86 for the neck. Inside the control cavities, not much to see here. It's just volume and tone on this guy. The control plate's pretty large because it used to be, it's the older Holdsworths. People would put the control, the toggle in here, a bunch of mini switches, and even active systems, and maybe piezo's were an option at one point. But as you can see down here, it's kind of hollowed out. You can see the tone beams running under there, but yeah, the back and top are all hollowed out with just two solid beams coming down here. I think there's a good video Mark Kiesel put out showing how it actually looks in here. Another change for it looks like 2024 and 2023 they went from the alpha pots. They're using Bourne's pots now. Looks like still the mini pots, but see how those hold up. It's a pretty recent change. They also changed within the last year or so the toggles they were using. I used to have issues with having to replace those after a year or two with them failing, so I think they're trying some different brands. But yeah, that's the backside control cavities in one inch. Wanted to mention some of the specs earlier that I measured when it was when I had the strings off. I mentioned the double thick neck. It can vary. It has variations based on standing stuff. This came a little thinner than what I was thinking. I measured a .828 at the first fret, and then .936 at the 12th. It's a little thinner than what should have been closer to .847 with the double thick option, but again, it varies based on sanding, or the end product is still definitely thick by Kiesel standards and really comfortable to me. Nut is Kiesel standards, I think 1.69, roughly 43 millimeters. That's pretty standard there, but just wanted to mention the neck thicknesses. Bye.